Well, welcome to our solo walk for May 5th. Thought we'd take a little walk, show you some of the beauty from around here. And that, as I was walking this morning with solo, having our stroll, just enjoyed the beauty out here. Just started to just think about, well, I guess the message I've said before, and that is it's time to get healthy and get serious, and that so many people are sick, and that our society has been sick and weakened in that. And when you become aware of what we've been feeding ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. There's a beautiful little herd of Herefords there. Steak on the hoof. But anyway, we've been feeding ourselves and that, and what I guess the entities or the powers or the whatever you think is trying to there's a good little fella, see? Is trying to manipulate this world for whatever reason, this realm. But I think the goal is to keep people sick, keep people weak, keep people dumb, and that. And when you check into the foods that are in our systems, and that there's what you buy in the supermarket and in the boxes and packages and so on and so forth. There's no nutrient in any of that, or very little, and lots of poisons, lots of chemicals, sugars, all that kind of stuff. And when you check into what 80% of the world or 90% of the world's been injected with in the last few years, and see what's been in that and how that can move across the blood-brain barrier and that kind of things. And you can say what you want, you can believe what you want, but if you start actually checking into it and that, it's definitely not good. And that's up to you to make your own decision on, and that. But there's nothing good. And the propaganda that's been floated through the system to pollute your thinking and to make you think you're so much less than what you really are. And that, like I said, it's time to get serious about our health, mind, body, and spirit, and that. And when you see what they've been spraying in our air, and you can believe what you want, but they've been doing it for decades. When you have treaties amongst countries that you can't use geoengineering in a war measure, but you can against another country. Well, when there's treaties, then obviously there is geoengineering being done. And when you think about the what do they call it? The global CO2 issue, whatever, you know, whatever they call that now, climate change. That's it. There you go. But when you think about that, and how they want to control CO2, well, when you check into that, the CO2 and that, if you get it down to the levels they want it to be, that's levels where this type of beauty doesn't exist. It makes it hard for these fantastic, beautiful bits of nature to survive. And if you check out Dane Wigington at geoengineering.org and the documentary The Dimming. He said, and I'd never realized it, never noticed it until I listened to him and seen that documentary about the scent out here in the woods and stuff. That the scent isn't as strong as it used to be when you walk through the trees and through nature. You used to be able to smell the trees, and there's very little of that now, like the scent in here in the woods. And he says, you know, again, you know, it's just what he says, but it starts to make sense to me. And you know, whether it does to you, again, that's up to you. But he says the trees aren't breathing like they used to because of the geoengineering. And it makes you wonder. And but like I said, if you get down to that CO2 level that they're talking about, it's not good for the greening of the planet. And it's not good for you and I. It really isn't. This carbon-based beings and foliage that they're trying to get rid of, but I think is the main one they're trying to get rid of is you and I. And that for some unknown reason to me, other than that, it seems that they want this lovely world suitable for something else or some other system. I have no idea. But you know, it's time to really get healthy and to get serious about what you're feeding yourself and what you're allowing in your to take root in your being too, with the propaganda and the stories that they tell and the bullshit that they're spewing and that. And you know, it's the only one that can be sure for you what's good, and that is you. You know, like I've said, get up in the morning, be grateful, say thank you, should be the first thing in the morning. And again, take the time to contemplate, I guess. Whether, like I said, whether you call it prayer, meditation, quiet time, that's up to you. And that, whether you pray to God, whether you talk to Spirit, whether you talk to your higher self, or however you want to phrase it, get in touch with creation. Put good food in your system the best you can. I know it's hard for some people to get the good foods, but again, it's to do what you can with what you have where you're at. You know, do the best you can. Put the best in you possibly can. And, you know, yeah, you have to be aware of what's going on, but you don't have to allow it to encompass you. So I guess that's kind of what was going through my head this morning. Enjoy the beauty. There's so much to be grateful for, so much to be thankful for. We have been given the medicines, nutrients, everything is right out here. Our teas come from around this area, our stinging nettle, our rose hips, our burdock, our dandelion. If you can see just down there, that's all Saskatoons. We pick those Saskatoons, and we have Saskatoons berries all winter. We have raspberries around here. Then we got our garden. We try to put good, healthy food into our bodies, and we try to put good, healthy thought into our head. Yes, we try to be aware of the foolishness that's going on, but we don't succumb to it. We don't allow it to overtake our own anonymity. And same for you. You are a mighty being. The power lies within you, like I've said before. The only savior coming is you. You're your own savior. And so, yeah, just be the best you can be, I guess, is kind of what I'm trying to get to, and put the best in you possibly can. And just be grateful. Reach out. Give your loved ones a hug. You know, let them know that they're loved. You know, as you're wandering around and out and about and doing what you do, maybe smile. You know, be kind, be compassionate, but start with a smile. Smile at the people that you come across. You know, people don't smile enough today. There's so many people that seem to have no reason to be happy, and they're out buying and doing and rushing to try to be happy. Working for the weekend, I guess you can call it. But that's not where happiness comes. This is, to me anyway, this is where happiness comes. Just enjoy this type of thing if you can. Get out in nature. Reconnect with her, Mother Earth. And that. Take your shoes off. Get grounded. Yeah. And feel the love that comes from that. Anyway, like I said, as you're out and about today, smile. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Give them a hug. And look in the mirror. Tell yourself you got this. You really do. It's your choice how you want to respond to anything, and how you what you want to allow in you and around you. Yeah, some things we don't have a lot of choice on. You know, when they spray our skies with this crap, we don't have a lot of choice. You're going to have to breathe it whether you want to or not, but we can do the best we can with that. And when it comes to systems trying to put you down and tell you what you got to do and what you are and that, and how to react, there you go. Just say no. Say no to what goes against your principles, your morals, and your values. And again, be the best you can be. Be the light in this getting darker world. Anyway, we love you. And like I said, give your loved ones a hug. Let them know they're loved and know you're loved. We love you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Thank you for watching my little videos and listening to me. I hope that in some way I've maybe encouraged you or inspired you to think just a little differently about the crap that's going on in our world, and know that there is a light, and that the light is you. So anyway, you have a great day. Be blessed. We love you, and we'll talk again. Bye-bye.